Sure. So you said, because the question originally was, is that something that veterans should be looking at? And you said that if they want to deal with all that stuff, what is that? You and I both know what that stuff is, but for the listener who's never done this, what is that stuff that they're going to be have to deal with? I mean, obviously tenants and toilets, but I mean, what is the ugly side of property management? Why would somebody not want to go into
The ugly side of private management typically is everybody's pissed off at you all the time,
it?
right? Because in the end, all the PM is a conduit. Basically,
Mhm.
they're the intermediary between the tenant and the owner. And if the owner doesn't approve something, that whether it needs to be approved or not, if the owner doesn't approve of it, well, then the tenant gets mad at the PM because that's the person that they're talking to, right? And then so if something goes bad, in there's tenant turnover or something doesn't get conveyed properly, for example, then the owner thinks that the PM is throwing the owner under the bus to the tenant when in reality the PM dropped the ball and doesn't want to look bad to the tenant, so they're making the owner look bad. And so when that happens, you're less likely to get renewals. And then when you don't get a renewal, then you get turnover, and then you got lease fees and vacancy and negative carrying, all that stuff, right? And so, um, I could go on and on for hours about that, but sorry.
No, I mean that's exactly it. I started my career off in commercial property management, and there was like a 3 week spin, and I went from San Antonio to Temple was my area that I managed property, and I had a 3 week stint where I had to have 12 calls, basically within a 3 week period. It's all 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Something happened at a property. Something somebody broke in, water line busted, something. And of course, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting up, putting the pants on, and I'm getting on the truck to start heading that way. And it was so bad that my wife would joke. She's like, "Which Sanchita is this? Which girlfriend are you going to tonight?" Kind of thing. And she knew it was the industry. She knew what it was, and but it was a 3 weeks of literal hell. I remember my boss coming down to check on me, and I am passed out in a mechanical room, because I think I got up at 3 o'clock. It was a break in. I was there till whatever 7, 8 o'clock at night. I took one meeting that I had to do, or that morning took one meeting I had to do. Realized I was way too exhausted to drive back to San Antonio, and I was like, just sleep here in a mechanical room. And luckily, she came and checked on me, told me to go check into a hotel. It's okay, the company would pay for it. But like those are the things that I think a lot of times property management that can be a little unnerving.